Hi guys, this is about the Duke sound. It's going to be a video about how to modify the Duke for better audio, because the original Duke is like, it's alright, but it's not like that crisp sound which you have heard in my videos with raw audio from my Duke. This one is like the modified with the BRAAAPP, and this one is like completely stock in terms of exhaust and stuff. So I hope you enjoy this video. This was like one of the most requested Duke videos, and there we go. I will make my testing with the lovely Tascam DR05, and I'm going to demonstrate you what I mean, what I've done, what you can do. First of all, I will show you what I've done on my Duke, and when that's done, I'll show you the sound difference between these two and what you can do on the stock Duke, because it's different with the BRAAAPP a little bit at least. And there we go. So what's the first thing I did on this bike? Because I was like, I didn't enjoy the original BRAAAPP sound, how it sounded. So what you can do is, first of all, make a hole right here, and you can unbuild the dB killer. There are actually a lot of videos about how to unplug dB killer and stuff. I would not recommend completely like unplugging the dB killer, because it just sounds trash in my opinion. But what you can do is unplug the dB killer, modify it. What I've done is like, you have a bunch of like 2 or 3 millimeters holes in there where the gas is coming out of the exhaust pipe. So what you can do is you can unplug the dB killer. I won't exactly show you how to do this. There are many videos which explain it. But what you can do is, I will show you a picture. You can make additional holes which are like 8 millimeters in diameter, and then rebuild the dB killer, because it just sounds more crisp when the hole in the end is not too big but rather small. It makes the like sharper sound of and a brop. In my opinion, it's a better sound. That's the first thing you can do. It's actually a little bit of work to do, but it's worth it. What you can also do, you can buy a decat pipe, or you can buy an original cat and destroy it basically. Then you have a decat pipe, which is not really recommended, but it sounds good. I have tried this because a friend of mine made this pipe, and it sounds really good. But what you can do on a stock Duke, which I really highly recommend, is on the airbox. I will show you now. It's pretty hot here actually. So let's go. What can you do on the airbox? Basically, the airbox is the whole system where the engine sucks its air from, also where the air filter is placed and where it takes its air from. It's basically a little channel which goes from back here. It's like this thick, all the way back to here. And here you can see, this is where the Duke sucks its air from, to the airbox originally. When you open the screws here, you can see the air filter. It's simply going from here all the way into the airbox, then passing through the air filter, and then going towards the engine. So what can you do to make it sound better? I have completely disassembled the whole thing, so like dismounted the tank, disassembled the, how should I call it, these metal stripes which pack the whole thing, and then removed the airbox. It's quite a lot of work, but it's really totally worth it if you trust yourself that you can do it. It's actually not complicated, but it's a bit of work. That's what I want to say. When you unbuild the airbox, you can make a separate hole additional to the normal suction pipe, you could say, yeah. So I will show you the hole. It's actually right here where I've put my finger at, but it is right here. Yeah, now you can see it. I'm sorry for those guys who were watching Short Riders and haven't seen it. So here it is. It's like diameter of 28 millimeters or something. You can do it if you unbuild the battery, but it's for sure better if you just unbuild the whole airbox, and that makes a lot of difference in sound, especially not to the surroundings of your riding environment, but yourself as a rider, because you just sit on this freaking hole. The fun part is, many people would ask, is it like not that the engine runs too lean and stuff? No, it's not running too lean. It's simply a sound difference because it's before the air passes through the air filter, so it also doesn't suck any dirt or something, or like fine dust. So it's no problem for the engine to do this, and that's like the biggest sound difference on my Duke, if you ask me. You can also buy simply a completely new DB killer with a bigger diameter and no cap on the end. This one has a cap on the end, so it's like not a straight pipe, it's capped, and the gas passes besides the cap through the holes in here and then comes out. So what I would recommend you to do on a stock Duke, I will show you the sound differences in a second. On a stock Duke, I would really recommend you to make such a hole, and maybe if you have an external exhaust pipe like the Krapovic, you can also modify DB killer, but it's not really necessary. And if you're really hard on it, on the best sound, you can also buy the DCAT pipe, but I wouldn't really recommend you to do it. Also, probably you will lose some punch on the Duke, on the torque. For my Duke, in my setup, with this hole, I can clearly feel a difference between those bikes. My Duke is like a lot more punchy and it's more abrupt. If I just push the gas, the throttle rather, then the Duke will just come on immediately. The stock Duke is more like, hi cutie. The stock Duke is more like, if you just punch the gas, the throttle, it won't come that fast. It will come, but with higher RPM and not that abrupt and not that punchy. I think you guys are getting what I'm saying. So let's make a sound difference and I will show you the stuff. I will make cold start, a little revs and revs like from 5 meters behind. There we go. Cold start. Also recognize that the audio, like the sound, is only coming when the throttle is open, because the audio gets out of the suction pipe of the air intake. So as long as they're like testing your audio like 4,000 RPM, it's not really open and the sound is not really different. But if you have the intake open, it sounds really great. Settings are all the same. Let's have a look on the Dukes, on the stock sound of the 390 Duke. Right off the bat you will hear that the difference is like, it's a lot quieter, it's more smooth, it's not that punchy, and if you rev it, this is literally the same I've done on my Duke. Ja, it sounds like, jetzt haben wir einen Staubsauger, sagen wir mal. So, let's have an audio difference of these two bikes on like 2 meters or something right here. Of course, the audio and the video is from the recorder, not from my helmet. Approximately same distance. Alright, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the Dukes, I will be sure to answer all of them. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead, modify your Duke. Be sure to not harm others, and enjoy your ride. Thanks for watching.